Hi folks, Di here. Well, there goes one of my trekking poles. That's alright. I'm going to sit for a while. I'm not trekking anywhere. I got to rest my old butt. What you didn't get on this video is, well, first of all, here I am using my camp chair made out of a pair of pants, of course. There you are. Old pair of military pants. Laced through all the belt hoops. The ankles tied together, looped over the top of my tripod. With a cross member here that can be adjusted. And very comfortable. Love it. I throw the tripod in the back of my truck. I take this cross member with the pair of pants on it, take it off the top, of course, and I roll it up. I put it behind the seat in my truck. Out of sight, out of mind, it's out of the way. But when I find a nice place, I want to stop, take a break. All I got to do is pull the tripod out of the back of my pickup box, throw it up, throw the cross member with the pants on it, and phew, Sti's got himself a nice comfy camp chair wherever he wants to take a break. Okay, so I decided I'd start the camera and I'll set up the camp chair and have a little chat with you folks. And I was going to front end video just setting up the camp chair. So I set the camp chair up. I thought, yeah, there we go. Now this spot I'm in, the ground is hard as rock, but all around it, it's sand. There's sand all over the place. This spot, hard as rock. Set the tripod up, put the pants on it. I sat down and boom, hit the ground. The tripod went spread eagle and I landed flat on my butt. It's pretty funny. I got up and had a couple comments to make, of course. And then I shut the video down and I rewound it and played it. Yeah, that's funny stuff. It's Sti falling on his rear. And you're wondering, well, why don't we get to see it? You'll get to see it. I'm kind of saving up my Sti screw-ups. And I think I'm going to call, instead of calling it bloopers, I'm going to call it Sti stupids. Because it's my own fault. It was my own doing for not making sure the tripod was stable before I sat in it. So now I dug a small hole to stick that back leg into, so there's no way it can kick out, because what happened was that back leg kicked straight out and the tripod went straight down. So yeah, it was quite the ride. Thought I broke my tailbone. But this chair is so comfy sitting in it now, I wouldn't believe that that just happened 5-10 minutes ago. So anyway, Sti took a spill. This video is really just a kind of a Sti chat. I might do a Sti story yet this afternoon. I'm not sure. So you may or may not see another video on a Sti story. I got to think about it. What Sti story would I like to tell? I've told so many. But what I did today, I had 2 days off, and yesterday was the first day, and you would have thought, boy, the weather's been beautiful. Yesterday it was kind of hot, though. It hit 82. You would have thought, well, Sti's going to be out in the woods camping. I was all geared up, all ready to go, everything put together. I even had a specific place in mind that I wanted to go to, do some hiking, and then an overnight camp. Well, that's the problem with the modern world. When I lived out off-grid for those couple years or so, and then when I lived out west in northwestern Montana, being outdoors and camping was just a daily thing. It was just what you did. Now, because I'm living in and working in society, there's demands on me. So I can't get away when I want to. So yesterday I couldn't get out. And today, this morning, I got up, shook it out early, said, that's it, I'm going out. I can't do what I had planned because I got to work tomorrow. So I'm getting out today, no matter what. Well, you know, Stye's not the brightest crayon in the box sometimes. So I stopped at work on my way out of town this morning. And right away the boss goes, you wouldn't be willing to work this afternoon, would you? I said, no, absolutely no. I said, I should be out camping already. I should have been out there yesterday morning. And he said, well, that's why I didn't call you, because I figured you're out in the woods. And he said, but now that you're here, could you come in and work today? I said, no, it's not happening. I'm not coming in. So he chuckled. He said, that's all right. We understand. He says, you got to have your outdoors time. I said, oh, yeah. I tell you what, I'd rather be homeless, living out in the bush somewhere, practicing my survival skills than never be able to get out there. So I said, if you don't give me my outdoors time, then I'm sorry, but I'll just have to quit my job and move out in the woods, off-grid, permanent, until snow flies, then I'll come back and work. He laughed. He said, yeah, get out of here, go out in the woods. So, not knowing what to do for the day, I just jumped in the truck. I started driving all the Forest Service roads up here in the northern Chequamegon Forest. And, you know, I had done that many, many years ago. I had a really nice little four-wheel drive rig, and it got excellent fuel economy, and I jumped in that truck one day and I decided I'm going to spend the whole day driving. The whole day driving nothing but these backwoods roads up here. I put on 126 miles before noon that day, and then I put on another 60 miles that afternoon. Well, today I got up here into the forest probably about, 9 o'clock, and I'm just taking my sweet old time, and I'm creeping around on these old back roads, and I put 67 miles on to get to where I am now. That's weaving in and out. Now, as the crow flies, I'm only about 24, 25 miles from home. So I drove 3 times that distance to get here. Now, some of these roads I drive down, they're just as wide as the truck. All that time, though, coming up here, I only saw two trucks, and they were together. They were parked together, and I stopped and chatted with them a little bit. And there were a couple of loggers doing kind of a final inspection of one of their logging sites, and they said they were all done with that area and they're pulling out, and I asked them if they had seen any other traffic today, and they said no, none. And they said they don't understand why people aren't out and about, because on some of the better roads we usually see traffic about every 15-20 minutes. You'll run across a vehicle. I didn't see any today, just those 2 loggers, and they were there for a specific purpose. They weren't vacationers. They weren't outdoors people out enjoying the outdoors. So it's just me today. And well, I came to a place That's the old original site of the Brinks Civilian Conservation Corps camp. And I did a video of the camp, and I did some shout outs, and then I decided, well, boy, I like it here. It's really nice, it's peaceful, it's quiet, and I've got some snacks in the truck, I've got plenty of water. I don't want to start a fire or anything. It's so dry right now anyway, I wouldn't want to start a fire to make coffee. But I thought, well, I'm just going to take my camp chair, set it up, and sit and enjoy this spot. I got a nice shady spot here. It's comfortable. And there's been I've been seeing a lot of deer today. And I'm going to, after this video, probably set the camera close by and watch, see if any deer come out in a couple of these little meadows that are around the camp here. Now, I've seen there's no signs that say no camping. So I suspect that you can camp under Forest Service rules here. So I might come in here and camp sometime. It's a nice spot. It'd be really nice to camp in here. As long as nobody else decides to come in, it'd be good. Because it is not a large area. It's you know, to most people they'd say, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That there would be 8 good camping spots here. To me, 8 campsites, and you're in one of them, there's 7 too many. So yeah, if it started getting people coming in here with the same idea, I'd pack up and find somewhere else. But so here I am. Took my crash in my camp chair, and you'll get to see that in the Sty Stupid clips. I've got a few. Maybe what I'll do is one short little video of 3 or 4 stupid things I do every 6 months or something, or every year. But just watch for that. Someday it'll pop up, and you'll get to see when I crashed in this chair. So, as far as the Sty chat goes, really, you know, I've been talking to a lot of people lately, local people, and more and more and more of them are getting away from going. To them, enjoying the outdoors is going to the beach or going to the city park and having a picnic. It's not getting out to where you don't hear other voices, you don't hear cars, you don't have distractions, and just enjoy nature. Just kind of look around and see what's going on around you and soak it in. Take a nap under a nice shade tree somewhere. And no, people just, that's not enjoying the outdoors to them anymore. This one fella said, oh, the only thing I do outdoors is hunt, fish, and ATV. I go, really? So, where do you ATV? He goes, oh, all over the place. And I said, you ever ATV to camp and then, you know, find a nice remote place? Oh, no, we're not camping. We go out there and tear up the trails. That's what we do. So, okay. And I said, where do you fish? And he goes, big lakes. He says, I got an awesome 21-foot boat that I take. That's, if I don't have my boat, I'm not fishing. I said, so you don't fish creeks or rivers or small lakes where you walk in for the day and catch a few fish and start a little fire and fry up a shore lunch or anything. He goes, "Are you crazy?" No, no. If I don't have my boat, my stereo radio, and a cooler full of beer, I'm not enjoying the outdoors. And I didn't even have to ask him, and he said, he told me, he said, that's the same way when it comes to the winter. He says, fall and winter. He says, hunting. He says, I drive my camper out to the woods. I stay in my camper. I hunt about 50 yards away from my camper. I'm not trompsing around out in them woods and this and that. Well, here's the shocking part. The fellow was in his mid-30s. And I thought, man, oh man, everything that you think you're gaining and experiencing is a fraction of what you're missing by all the noise, the distraction, the mechanics, the modern side of it, instead of just getting a little back to nature and getting out there and just really taking in the fresh air and enjoying every minute of it without all of that. So, yeah, it's a little weird to me. I guess I don't understand this new mentality of how to enjoy the outdoors. And I think that's what attracts me to YouTube and all of you folks. Because I see you folks out there enjoying the outdoors in all different ways. Yeah, I love to get on an ATV and go for a day just ATVing for the fun of it. I used to own several dirt bikes, and I loved going out on my dirt bikes and basically tearing up the countryside. Terrible to tear up the countryside, but at that time I got a lot of enjoyment out of it. I used to love to snowmobile. Hunting, yeah, I never hunted comfortably, but fishing, I've been down that road. I've had some really nice boats that I wouldn't go fishing without. But I've also done the other thing, and that's get away from those type of things and just closer to being just me in the outdoors. And that's where I got the true satisfaction, was when it was just me in the outdoors. A little less of all of the other comforts. To just sit and listen to the birds and listen, you can hear the wildlife moving around. Sometimes just the breeze in the trees is enough to just make you feel whole again. So, yeah, I'm really happy that there's so many that enjoy the outdoors like I do. And I love watching your folks' channels and your videos and seeing you do the things you do. I just love that stuff. Just love that stuff. And, you know, I don't have anybody close by to share those experiences with, to take out and take along with me and do some of these things. So yeah, I strike out alone. I don't have a problem with that, but there's times where you would just love to share that time with somebody. I wish my grandkids lived closer. I'd get them out more often, of course. My grandson, my one grandson, is going to be coming and spending a week or two with me up here this summer, and we're going to get out and do some hiking and camping and exploring, and so that ought to be fun. But otherwise, all Stye's going to do today is maybe make a Stye story video, and I'm going to sit here for the next hour or so, or 2 or 3. I got all afternoon. It's only 1 o'clock. The sun doesn't set until 9, a little after 9, so I got plenty of time to just sit here and relax today, and maybe I'll have something wander out. I found a big pile of bear scat on the other side of that foundation over there here in camp, and I'm wondering if a bear might even come strolling through this evening. That'd be interesting. So So here I am, just enjoying the outdoors the way I like to enjoy it. Nice and quiet. I'm going to go grab a snack and maybe take a little hike while I'm at it. So thanks for watching, folks. Thanks for chatting with me. I wish you were here. We could sit around and shoot the breeze. But for now, this is Stein North saying, you all have a nice day. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't fall down in your chair. It hurts. We'll see you.